real world.
Welcome to my channel. This is Serge bringing you another action figure collector's review on the McFarlane's DC Multiverse's Superman. As you can tell through the window, we get Superman himself right there. Over here on this side of the box, we get DC Multiverse up here at the top, McFarlane toys down there at the bottom, and we get Superman in between all of that. Up here on this side of the box, we get DC Multiverse up there at the top, McFarlane toys down there at the bottom. Superman wrote in big white font, and up underneath that in blue font we get Unchained armor. Over here on the back of the box we also get the cover artwork from the comic that he is based off of. We get Superman Unchained armor up here at the top, other figures from this wave, and up here at the top of the box we get a big window peeping down to the figure, and down here at the bottom nothing but the barcode. Let's get to it and open this bad boy up. Let's take a look at the inside of the box that McFarlane DC Multiverse figures are all known for. Is that you get this card right here. It's a trading card, and you also get this stand for your figure. And now, me personally, I like to keep my stuff mint as possible, so I will not be, breaking that open. But I mean, I do appreciate the fact that we are getting different things for these figures. The man is still all suited up in his armor and ready to take flight onto your screen. This is an impressive looking figure. I do have some gripes about it, and we'll get into that in just a second. Okay, let's take a good look at his articulation. First of all, his head can look up that high, which that's a lot better than the Hellbat suit, so that's very impressive for a bigger, bulkier figure like this. He can look this far down. That's pretty, decent amount. He's got that confused dog going on to that side and more so to that side, and his head can spin around in a full exorcist, which is the 360, so that's a lot better articulation than the Hellbat suit. And these are not floaty, which is very disappointing, and his arms can go up that high, which that pleases me a lot. Even with that, he's got a bicep swivel. He's got a single jointed elbow that bends in that far, so not quite the 90-degree mark. He also has a ball joint right here at his wrist, and it's very, very stiff on mine. And you can get him to swivel around in a full 360 and back, and you can't get him his wrist to go back on that armor, and it hits that, and it bothers me a little bit. Right here, he's got a diaphragm joint that basically does nothing. Like, that's as far as it goes to that side, and that's as far as it goes to that side. And crunching him forward is a little bit of an issue because there is none. And back, you can get him slightly going backwards right there. And he does have a little bit of a butterfly in there, and that's a useless joint as well. But you can get him turning side to side at that diaphragm right there. And he does have a second ball peg down here, so that, you can't really get it to turn that good. So, I don't know, you'll get all your movement up here. You can get his legs to kick out that far apart, which that pleases me a lot. He can kick forward that far. He's got these double jointed knees, and I can only get mine to bend in that far without trying to break the figure. And he can kick back that far with that leg bent. And if you're just wondering, that's as far back as he can kick, which he's got a little bit of range back here. He's got a little bit of a thigh cut, not much of one. He don't have no boot rotation, and you can't really get his foot to rotate around. And you can't really get it to move at all because it hits all that armor in there. But it does have a ball joint in there. And you got this toe articulation. And over here on the back of the figure, take a look at these wings. And they're on ball pegs, and they are very well articulated. Now be careful with these, because this one right here, I had to heat it up because it popped out on me and the ball joint came apart, so I had to put it back together, so that was a little bit bothersome. But if you're wondering, this is as far as his wingspan can go apart, which, that's a good range. And see, that one just popped out. We'll go ahead and take them off right quick, but we'll go ahead and take a look at the figure himself. Now, he looks very good. I'm very pleased with the way he came out looking, much like the Hellbat suit. And right there, the blue and the silver, the red, looks very good. Clean paint apps right there. I like the chin. I like how it's darkened through there, and you can see the yellow eyes. Kind of looks like a transformer in a weird little way. But I mean, I know he's not. He's just Batman in a suit of armor. Right here at the back looks good. I like the sculpt work. And all this is textured in through there behind the neck and that joint. So that pleases me a lot. Looks very good. Looks nice. And throughout the neck right through here is all textured as well. And it looks very good. Now right here on the shoulder pads, they're good. The sculpt work looks nice. I'm very pleased with that. You can look up through there and see through the figure. That don't bother me at all. The sculpt work on the back of the figure looks good. The back looks good. I wish this would have been textured as well as these part, or this part and this part, because all this other black is textured. But that's a little bit disappointing, but that's a little nitpick of mine. It's not going to break me from keep going out and buying the figure. But we'll look at the Superman armored butt. You know, it looks like a man, you know, it looks like he's in a suit of armor, basically. So that pleases me a lot. And all this through here is smooth black material. So I'm digging it right here. You got sculpted line work right there on the back. And all this is through here is sculpted. The red looks good. I'm very pleased with that. Now, I will like to note, other than standing this figure straight up, it is very hard to get this figure to stand in, like, if you spread his legs apart, because you can't rotate these ankle joints, so that bothers me a lot. But, I mean, you know, he's a big beefy dude, so you're just going to have him standing like that anyway. But his boots look nice, I like that, and he's got peg holes at the bottom of his feet. No tread marks, other than these little line work right where the articulation is and the heels. Right there at the knees look good. The sculpt work through here looks very good. I like the armored look that we're seeing throughout. Pleases me a lot. And I love the blue paint that they decided to use. It makes the figure pop with that red and the black. And all this right through here where his thighs meet his pelvis. That's textured as well. The belt came out looking very good. I like the armor that we're seeing on the chest and the abdomen. Looks very good. And I love the way this S logo came out. For symbol for hope. Pleases me a lot. That was a good look at him. We'll go ahead and look at these wings. And we'll just take a look at one of them because they're both the same. The red paint apps came out great. The sculpt work and the detailing through there looks good. But I have a nitpick that doesn't really look like the source material, even though this is an awesome looking figure. But that's just a little nitpick because, I mean, he did come out looking very good. But I like the silver and the black that we see on it. It blends in the figure and it flows it very well. And that was a good look at the Unchained armored Superman. The man is still in the suit of armor. Scales next to a couple McFarlane Toys counterparts from Batman the Animated Series over there on his left. And we also have from Detective Comic Books issue number 1000, Batman over there on his right. So from McFarlane Toys, we have Harley Quinn Classics over there on the left. And from One Punch Man, we have Saitama over there on his right. Back to toys, we have the Foot Soldier from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movies line over there on his left. And from the same line, we have the Shredder on his right. From Hasbro, from the Power Rangers Lightning Collection line, we have the Walgreens exclusive Dragon Shield Black Power Ranger over there on his left. And on his right, we have a Marvel Legends Superior Octopus. My final thoughts on this figure. If you're into more like the overall looks of an action figure, this action figure would be for you. Now, it does have posability, but it's limited in posability. And I personally, however, do like this figure. I think it looks amazing. The sculpt works nice, the paint detail is there, and it does have posability, like I said, but it's very limited in the posability. But it's also a guy in a big heavy armored suit, so you gotta keep that in mind as well. He's not going to be as flexible as the rest of the figures. But let me know what you think of the figure, let me know what you think of the review in the comments below, and as always, feel the urge to collect with Surge. if you want more action figure collectors reviews, then feel the urge to subscribe to Surge. And if you've liked what you've seen, then click that big thumbs up button. If you want to get notified of my latest videos whenever they drop, click that notification bell. If you want to see this channel grow, share with a friend. Speaking of friends, you can friend me over there on Facebook. Links to that will be in the description below. You can also follow me along on Twitter. Links to that will be in the description below.
Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize. Yeah.
Superman, more like super not posable.